What? We're back. Wednesday Waffle. Actually, probably on Wednesday this time.
Woohoo!
Fun things, real quick. Pizza's lunch today. We made it a little bit ago. No, homemade pizza. And I have also harvested a bunch of grapes from that vine that I told you guys about earlier, a little bit ago. And they're still a little sour. But Kana came up with a cool idea of maybe trying to make grape jam.
Mm-hmm. He's gonna have to de-seed all of them as well.
I was gonna cheat after that and strain, strain after the fact. But let's since last Waffle.
Good start.
Funny story for today. Kana has been walking in place at her desk because her walking pad is breaking down and she's working through the process of trying to get a new one.
R.I.P. walking pad. Lasted 1 month.
Yeah, so that's a little bit sad. This week, once the week started, has been pretty chill in terms of very, very scheduled activity, just work and school, doing classwork, doing schoolwork, doing papers, doing meetings for her. You want to tell them about our weekend?
Okay, yeah, sure. So on Friday, we went to Hipuna Taimana, which is a local hot pools, and there's like several pools that you can go to, and it overlooks New Brighton Beach, which is the beach that we first went to here, or like the first beach that we went to here. So it was really pretty, and the sunset that evening wasn't super spectacular. There are some nights when it is. Apparently sunrise is also very gorgeous there, and I bet if we had been there at sunrise that day, it would have been particularly beautiful, because even just at our house, the sunrise was gorgeous. Like, I literally almost cried. If you follow me on Instagram, you saw that. Shameless plug. And then on Saturday.
Saturday is the next day.
Saturday, what did we do? Oh, Sparks in the Park.
Saturday we went to Sparks in the Park. The equivalent of Home Depot here put on an event called Sparks in the Park in the big park. What's it called again?
Hagley Park.
And they brought the symphony as well, and the orchestra. And they played music while people just hung out for like 3 hours, and we tried to get food, which took us an hour and a half or something like that to just wait in line and get the food. So we're not going to do that again. We're going to pack a picnic next time. But then the fireworks show, they played James Bond on the symphony or orchestra.
It was a symphony.
The symphony, James Bond, and they played fireworks with the music, and it was pretty cool. Here's some clips.
And then on Sunday, we both had a little bit of our own things going on. In the early part of the day, I went and volunteered. Finally, I actually did it for an organization that's called Bellyful. They provide meals to moms who are low income or don't have support otherwise. And they just every week deliver some frozen meals that are actually homemade. So I helped cook some lasagna and bolognese sauce, and all the ladies, they were really sweet. I didn't take any videos because I was locked into cooking, but it was quite fun, and it was just lovely talking to more people and seeing people involved in volunteer work. And then while I was doing that, Owen went and played Kill Team.
I went and played Kill Team. Played my Vespids, Bugs with Guns, against some Wolf Scouts. We got lucky. We rolled pretty well, thanks to luck.
And then that afternoon ended up being pretty chill. I don't think we did anything much.
We made pizza.
Oh, that's
pizza.
True. We did
Call
make
back to pizza.
And then Is that when the rain started?
Monday, we had a terrible, terrible rain storm come in. Also, it's the start of O Week across Aotearoa, which means all the universities are doing a whole bunch of crazy events for all the undergraduates. And the university campus, as you can see by some of these clips here, is getting a lot more congested with lots of events and things like that. And so I had regular class and stuff like that, and I tried to avoid as much of the craziness as possible since we kind of had already had orientation and stuff like that. So that's kind of crazy. Apparently it also, I learned this from news sites that I follow, the drinking during O Week determines pretty much the pace at which you will drink throughout the rest of the year for undergraduates, statistically. So the undergraduates that drink a lot on O Week, which is the orientation week, will end up drinking a lot throughout the rest of the college year, regardless of what their drinking habits are beforehand. Fun facts with Owen. Anyhow, terrible storm.
Yes, we're okay. We didn't get affected by anything other than it was very cold for a couple days there.
It's nice now.
It's now beautiful and it feels like nothing happened, which is kind of crazy. I'm sure that that's not the case for those who actually got impacted by the flooding. So luckily it doesn't seem like it was quite as bad as an earlier rainstorm that we got probably about a month ago, but for certain parts of the country. But anyway, this winter summer time seems to be kind of crazy all over the world, because I know the US is also getting some interesting weather this season. So
everyone stay safe, no matter which part of the country or world you're in.
And the last update is I am forming a New Zealand company. So I just have to sign some paperwork tomorrow, but I have finally gotten like all the green lights and I'm moving forward with it, which is really exciting and also not something I expected to do, but something I am leaning into and trying to be a little courageous.
Kana Mia Kalani Limited.
Yep, Limited is like the equivalent of LLC here in New Zealand. So I'm learning lots about business formation in New Zealand and taxes and blah, 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 blah. So it's been a fun process. Taxes were the thing that spurred this all anyway, and it's been a big learning process. But we are doing it and it's forcing me to grow, which is always a good thing.
Tell us some ways you think we should celebrate, if you have any ideas. But that's pretty much it for the week.
We went to
Never mind.
Sorry. We celebrated our 12th, which is always our 12th date. We went and tried Mexican for the first time, which tasted quite...
Here. We tried Mexican here. It's not the first time we tried
obviously.
Mexican.
Which it was like more of an artisanal situation restaurant, so I think the food was not necessarily like trying to be authentic Mexican. It was good food in my opinion. I don't think Owen liked it quite as much.
I like the skewers I got, and I like the guacamole a lot.
They had a good espresso martini. They had an interesting peanut mole sauce, which basically just tasted like peanut sauce. He didn't like it. I liked it. But it definitely didn't taste super Mexican. But anyway, we'll probably try some more Mexican food because we are curious how Mexican food tastes over here. From what I've seen from Facebook comments and stuff, it is probably one of the harder cuisines to get here that tastes good compared to the United States. But there is lots of other cuisines here as well that we will get around to trying. So
yeah.
Food update.
Food update. For those curious about the kinds of food that are here in New Zealand.
Okay, now that's all for real.
Okay, now that's all for real. All right, catch you guys next week.
Bye.
Bye-bye. Peace, apparently. Have a good week. Let us know how you guys are doing.